Most people think that they would never get manipulated, but manipulation does not work on weak people. It works on people who don't realize what's happening. And here are signs that you are easier to manipulate than you think. The first sign is super simple. You feel guilty for saying no. Number one, they don't want to disappoint that person that they're saying no to. So if someone is asking me something and I honestly want to do it for them, but I can't do it, that person will make me feel guilty for saying no, or make me feel bad for my response to that person, which is, no, I can't do X, Y, and Z. And I feel like people do this more often than you think. Like, they would ask you for a favor, and then as soon as you're like, oh, I would love to do it, but I can't, it's just like they cut you off, or they try to like shame you for saying no, or they make you feel so uncomfortable because you simply can't do it. And I think that's the first way of manipulation, because it's like, you know, I can't do it. I don't need to explain to you why I can't do it. My no should be the only answer I give you. It shouldn't be why I can't do it, why I would love to do it and I couldn't do it. Like, I don't know why people make you feel that way, but they will make you feel guilty for saying no. And that's the first sign of you being easily manipulated. Another reason would be fear of rejection. You know that you fear saying no because you don't want that person to reject you when it's your turn. You don't want to disappoint your siblings. You don't want to disappoint your family members. So you're just like, yes, yes, yes. And you feel guilty. That even makes you even feel more guilty because that's your family. And that's like, you know, that's your close relative. Why would you say no to your close relative? But sometimes those close relatives will make you feel so guilty when you say no. So you don't want to disappoint them. You know what I'm saying? You want to be liked in your family, and you want them to be like, you know what? This person, I can count on them. I love them. You know what I'm saying? Every time I need them, they're there for me. So you're just like, yeah, you know what? You're thinking you're doing the best thing that you need to do, but in all actuality, you're just hurting yourself more. You're hurting yourself more because if you think about it, you know you can't do it, but because you don't want to disappoint these people, or because you want to be liked, you're just going to say yes, yes, yes. And they manipulate you in saying yes. I'm not saying that these people are like bad people. It's just that some people sometimes don't do it on purpose. It's kind of like, I've been there for you, or, I've done this for you. Why can't you do this simple thing for me? Even though you have work, or even though you won't be able to make it. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you do this simple thing for me? The truth is, manipulators love people that feel guilty for saying no, because they know that guilt is the tool that they can use against you. The second sign you're easier to manipulate is that you constantly explain your decisions. A lot of people do this because they're looking for approval. Deep down, they don't feel comfortable making a decision and standing on it. They need other people to agree with their choice before they feel confident about it. For example, every time you say no, you feel the need to give a 5-minute explanation to why you said no. Every decision comes with a paragraph. You can't simply say no with a period. It has to be no because blah, 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 blah. No, I can't do this. I can't show up because of I got to do X. Like, you have to explain so many things. And I'm with y'all. I used to do the second thing. And I'm not here to judge nobody. This is just to bring more awareness to you being easily manipulated. So I want you guys to understand that I used to do this. I sometimes even catch myself doing it now. And I have to tell myself, hey, you don't need to give a 5-minute explanation to why you can't do X, Y, and Z. Just say, no, you can't do it. Now, if you feel the need to say, oh, I have something to do tomorrow, or, oh, I have, a dinner date to attend to, you can go ahead and say that, but you don't need to sit and explain for 5 minutes why you can't show up to this event. People who respect themselves understand that not every decision needs a justification. The last sign is you prioritize keeping people happy instead of being honest. The root of this behavior is a fear of conflict. Some people would rather agree, stay silent, or go along with something that they don't want, so then they don't feel that discomfort of disappointing someone. The problem is that manipulators thrive around people like this. Once they realize you sacrifice your own needs to avoid conflict, they expect you to do that every single time. You always have to remember that being a good person doesn't mean you have to say yes every single time. Sometimes respecting yourself means being willing to disappoint others. The last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is the moment you feel the need to abandon yourself to make everyone else feel comfortable is when you become easier to control. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next. Bye.